Vernon, Connecticut, it is Glenn Griswold.
And then in the 00 from Bristol, Connecticut, here is Todd Clark.
Don't forget, we're still collecting money for the good folks from Houston, Texas. Any small donation is greatly appreciated, and it's taking place down in the Midway area as we speak.
So Rich Keeter getting ready to turn them loose. Let's see who will get the jump. Pouncing his way into the lead is Todd Doulard as he beats everybody into the second quarter.
Doulard in command, but here comes Daniel Wesson. High, wide, and handsome on the outside of Farino. Plucker is in the bottom of the second row. Driver of the 13 is Glenn Corner, we're being told. Driver's change.
As the 27 was involved in an altercation in qualifying, so that car is in the sidelines, and the 13 will be driven by Glenn Corner. Here is Doulard getting a challenge from Farino, and the mayor is trying to whiplash his way underneath the 16 to get into the lead.
Keep your eyes on Brett the Jet and David Arute and Marcello Rafano. All of them are threading the needle through traffic as they march to the front. By inches, it is now Joey Farino, the leader. Inside lane opens up. All of a sudden, on the outside is Doulard, and Matt, here comes Brett the Jet, David Arute, Plucker, and Marcello Rafano.
And it is Gagne driving high up the track, almost giving room to the inside for David Arute, who almost went there, decided to wait. The top 7 cars could fit in a beehive. Doing the most buzzing right now is Joey Farino in car number 87. Making a move on the outside is Gagne, and all over him like a Hans device is the 75 of David Arute, who jet streams his way into second.
David Arute had the quickest car in practice. It's lived up to its reputation. Arute moves into second, forcing Gagne to drop back to 3. Here comes Marcello Rafano, and Doulard has come back to life. And all of a sudden, Buckeye, in his first outing, he's worked his way up. He's at the bottom of the top 8.
Yeah, right in front of him, the 22 of Wesley Plucker, and Daniel Wesson is to the outside of the 2 of Buckeye. Also trying to move up is Norm Sears. So Storm and Norman had a good job in qualifying and is doing a great job now. Battle for the lead. David Arute is going after Joey Farino as they dive bomb their way into the third quarter.
Arute takes a look at the outside. He puts the car to the upper groove. David Arute is a man possessed. The Big Hoss racing machine is looking healthy in the upper lane. Side by side for the lead, it is David Arute to take over position number 1. The red, white, and blue car on First Responders Night is in command, but not without a fight. There's Joey Farino to challenge back.
Big Hoss is the boss at the front of the field. Second is up for grabs. Making a move on the outside is Gagne. As here is Marcello Rafano right behind him. In the next group of cars, it is Doulard. But trying to make a move on the outside. He looks like he will be successful. Brett Gagne.
He continues to work his magic there, trying to guard the spot. Here it is. Brett Gagne is up to second. Meanwhile, look a little further back. Wesson for the 5th spot. He brings with him Plucker. There is Buckeye, and there is Sears. But off the turn, Marcello Rafano is now in a great battle between Joey Farino and Marcello Rafano. Picks up moves into 4.
Remember, when Rafano can finish a race, he is usually on the podium. So he is a third-place car right now, breathing down the tailpipe of Brett Gagne. David Arute looking for win number 2 this year, has the upper hand. Wesson is in 5th. Doulard continues to be impressive in 6th, Plucker in 7th. Then we have Mark Buckeye in 8th. In 9th is Glenn Griswold, who has moved up. Sears is 10th. but the man everybody is trying to catch is David Arute.
David Arute not only is looking for a victory, but he's looking to expand his lead in the points. Corey DiMatteo is still back in the 12th spot after overcoming from an altercation in qualifying. But for David Arute, he is the guy in command. Brett the Jet still running in second, and Marcello Ruffano in the Jimmy Fuller prepared car is all over the back bumper of the Dunleavy's number 81 car running second.
We had a pretty good battle between Doulard and Wesley Prucker. That was a fight for sixth place, won by Doulard, and Arute maintaining his advantage over the combination.
We've got the Doulard machine going around in between turns 3 and 4.
That car didn't look too healthy
here at the Stafford half mile.
Now remember, you can go for one of these wild rides yourself, or maybe be a winner in tonight's Lucky Numbers program contest, which is coming up at the conclusion of the SK Lights. Get ready. Place your bets now in the high-stake game of poker. David Arute in the big horse car has been dominant so far. As they rumble down into turn number 1, David Arute has things under control. Here comes Marcello Ruffano and Daniel Wesson. Almost on cue. Trouble down the back straightaway. Ruffano and Brett Gagne come together. A mad scramble, and the caution flag.
Concerned about what they do and are very devoted to motorsports, and they have put together a pretty good season. You know, when you win the opening race at 3 tracks, and at the other track, Stafford, you win their biggest race of the year, that is a pretty good season no matter what happens after that.
Certainly is. Let's see what's going to happen as we're about ready to fire them back up. Good run turned in by another first-time competitor back here at Stafford, Mark Buckeye, who has now worked his way to contend up among the top 6. There's the green. David Arute, Marcello Ruffano, Wesson on the inside of that second row, and we haven't talked much about Prucker, who has now moved on to the podium into the 3rd spot, Matt.
And he is trying to hold off Wesson. Here comes Wesson with a cannonball move down low. Arute has reasserted himself at the front of the field. Dive move. Ruffano. Marcello Ruffano is able to whirling dervish his way back into the lead.
Here's the shocker of the event. Car number 6, DiMatteo, is moved into the top 5. Meanwhile, David Arute isn't about to give up, making a bid down underneath Marcello Ruffano. Less than 5 circuits. Here comes DiMatteo up on the outside in the 5th spot. He's going to try for 4th, Matt.
He is trying to get around Buckeye. Making a bold move to the inside is Wesson. Daniel Wesson, the bullet, has shot himself into the top 3. Arute looking to make a move, trying to load the slingshot. Less than 4 laps to go. It is Wesson in 3rd. Here comes Arute. Might have room on the inside. He will play the waiting game.
David Arute continues to run a different line on the racetrack to gain as much momentum as possible in order to set himself up perfect to make the transition to get back by Marcello Ruffano. Meanwhile, Wesson moves into the top 3. Popsicle sticks are coming up. David Arute isn't done yet. Marcello Ruffano holds the line, but Arute is there breathing on his back door.
Remember, Ruffano wants to drive as close to the white line as he can through the corners. Arute, will he make a move in turn number 3? Here he comes. Arute, halfway there, decides to back off. When they hit the line, we'll be ready for the final lap. Showdown time between Marcello Ruffano and David Arute.
Final time to the bottom of turn 1. David Arute trying to get enough momentum. Reels him back in. Marcello Ruffano, here comes Arute. Bonsai move to the bottom. David Arute rim rides to the inside. They come off the turn side by side. Ladies and gentlemen, as they work their magic back to the line, it is Marcello Ruffano, and we've got a melee off turn 4, but the checkers are
involved. Wesson involved. Those were the 3rd and 4th cars at the time. They never made it across the line.
The story of the night is a side-by-side battle to the wire.
Marcello Ruffano, as when he finishes a race, he usually finishes it on the podium. So no DNF tonight for Marcello as he gets ready to talk on Napa Victory Lane to Kyle Rickey Jr.
Yeah, it was a rough start to the 2017 season, but man, has he turned the corner here in the second half. Marcello Rufano, third win of the season. Congratulations. Had to hold off David Arut's last lap charge in order to get here. Kind of bring us through those few laps.
It was just hectic. I was driving everything I could get out of this car tonight. I can't thank Jim Fuller or my father for getting this thing where it needed to be tonight. It was just on rails. I just climbed through the field and see where we are tonight. I can't thank everyone else for coming out tonight. Bruno's Auto Garage, Latin Awnings, Wilson Material Motors, Dunleavy's Truck and Trailer Repair, Romano Landscaping, Atlas Auto Repair, and of course Wheeler's Auto Service.
What has clicked the second half of the season for you?
Just me, I think I learned a lot this year. It's definitely an experience part, but of course it's on the crew chief's part of the adjustments. I can't thank him enough, and just Stafford Motor Speedway for putting off an awesome show every week.
Win number 3 here tonight. Marcello, congratulations.
Thank you.
Marcello Rufano going back to Victory Lane here tonight at the Stafford Motor Speedway in the SK Lights. Talk to David Arut here. Point leader, well, tied for the points. Well, you're on top for the first time now with a second place run here tonight. Wanting to win, but wanting to protect the point lead at the same time, but a good night nevertheless.
Yeah, the car was awesome tonight. Alex Grab, Tato, and all the guys back at the shop. It was really hooked up out there on the outside. Even by myself running up there, it was great. Too bad I had to get past there like that by Marcello. Usually race him clean. I guess I'll have to change my mind about that. And well, I got to thank On Time Accounting for coming on board this year. Everyone check them out. Big Hoss USA, New England Race Fuel, Olson Apartments, Mayberry Material and Handling, Dunleavy Truck and Trailer Repair, Napa. All the fans for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
And for the first time ever, you're the point leader. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's good to be on top of we stay here.
There you go. 3 races to go, and looking to claim that championship here tonight in the SK Lights class. Mark Buckeye finished in 3rd. Wild last lap. Kind of bring us through from your seat. You were outside of the top 3 there going into turn 3.
Yeah, going into turn 3, I was running 5th. The car was a little too free in the center, and I got to thank Paul French from Horsepower Hill Racing for giving me the chance to run the car this week. And yeah, I just saw him dive bomb in there and just tried to keep my nose clean coming out and stay ahead of whoever was behind me to come home 3rd.
Good, solid podium finish. Who do you want to thank? Other folks you want to thank to get you here?
No, mainly just Paul from Horsepower Hill Racing. I called him up a few weeks ago, said, hey, Paul, I want to drive a car. And he said, come on down, I got one for you. So.
And drove it well. You did here tonight. Mark Buckeye, 3rd place finish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations goes out to...